I'll be honest, I don't know how prepared I am for this. I'm a little nervous. We're just gonna find out. I'm actually a little pretty nervous. All right, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's just come on. First try. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Okay. Welcome back to Callverse. If this is your first time watching, or you're coming from my second video, TLDR, I've experienced very little Pokemon, so I wanted to experience more of it through Cobblemon. Where we last left off, I obtained my favorite Pokemon, made my house, and collected 2 of the 8 badges I need. With my level cap increased due to having 2 badges, I wanted to level up my Pokemon so I could prepare for the next gym I needed to face. However, my team needed some work. The next gym is the Electric Gym, and I have plenty of Pokemon to deal with that fight. However, afterwards, it's the Grass type gym, and that's where my team kind of falls off, because I really only have 1 Pokemon that's effective against that fight. So I wanted to change the team up just slightly so I could have a good chance of winning both fights. I didn't show it in my last video, but while I was leveling my Pokemon to fight Misty, I caught myself a Growlithe. Although Growlithe is a cutie, I needed to evolve him so he can actually become useful. And in order to evolve him, I needed to collect a Firestone. So I made my way to a nearby mineshaft and started looking around. I did find a glowing orange ore, but it wasn't actually a Firestone, it was a Sunstone. Except I didn't really see what it was when I broke it, so when it fell to the ground, I kind of just jumped for it. Oh! Which, can you really blame me? I mean, they look like the exact same. Well, okay, with the lighting, sure, you can kind of see the difference, but try it now. That's what I thought. After collecting my stuff, I looked around again, finding nothing for a while, so I decided to search it up. And I wasn't looking in the right place. So off I went to look for a desert. While I was looking, I actually came across the Grass Gym. So with the Waystone that I collected, I put one down next to the gym, so whenever I'm ready to face them, I could just TP here. After exploring for a while, collecting loot along the way, I finally found a desert. And digging down, I also finally found the Firestone. And with it, I could evolve my Growlithe. Yay! Not only is Arcanine powerful, traveling on the ground is now much faster than before. And with a fire type, the Grass Gym should be no problem to face. Now with the team change, it was time to level up. Except I wanted to do something a little differently. With some apricorns, copper, and glass, I'm able to make a cooking pot, which allows me to make XP candies or combine them to make better candies. I collected a lot of XP candies from the Gimmigle towers around the map, so I combined them, gave them to my Marshtomp, which took her to level 37, and evolved her into Swampert. Although I did say I have plenty of Pokemon to fight Lieutenant Surge, I really only have 2. And if they were to die during the fight somehow, I would most definitely lose. With having a Pokemon that's 4 times weak to electric types, a Pokemon that's also an electric type, and Eevee most likely blowing up. I wanted to get another ground type so I could at least have 3 Pokemon that will be effective against the fight. And I already knew what I wanted to go for. Heading back to the desert and using my Pokefinder, I looked around for a bit, leveling my Pokemon in the meantime, and after a while, they finally showed up. There he is! Where is he? Trapinch is a very good Pokemon because although they don't look like much right now, at level 35, they become a Dragon type, which is a very strong type, and at 45, they become very threatening, making Trapinch a very valuable investment for the future. Now that I'm more confident in my team, let's level up some more. There we go. Once my Pokemon were reasonably leveled and ready to go, it was time to look for the Electric Gym. And there's a really easy way to find it. I never did this while trying to find Misty because I found the Water Gym naturally, but if you're having trouble finding a gym, you can go to Brock's Gym and talk to the map guide, which if you give them a craftable key item, for example, I needed to give them a Lieutenant badge and an empty map, they will give you a map leading directly towards the gym you're looking for. However, since there are duplicates of gyms, you would assume that the map will lead you towards the closest gym. But later on, when I get more maps, I start realizing that's not the case. Some of the apricot seeds that I planted finally grew, and while I was harvesting them, someone decided to pay me a visit. Oh, aren't you a legendary? I mean, should I try? I don't. All right, we'll try. We'll try. Level 55 is pretty high, but we can try. Tapu Koko. Now, this is actually a really sick encounter because apparently this is new to me because I never played Sun and Moon. In the Ultra Moon Pokédex entry, it states that Tapu Koko is brimming with curiosity and appears before people from time to time. So, from what I can take from this encounter is that it probably saw my fugly house, was curious about it, and decided to check it out. Now, I actually saw the entry while I was playing, and the moment I learned about them, I actually really wanted to use them. But their level was pretty high, so I couldn't control them at the moment. But in the future, I might actually use them. But no more distractions, it was finally time for me to obtain my third badge. Except I did it again. I literally over-prepared for no reason. Alright, let's try it. Come on, bruh. Let's go. Stand right here. Oh, he got little goggles. Oh my god. Yeah, Earthquake. Psy Shock. So they do know new move or other moves. Too bad it doesn't matter. Oh my god. Magnezone. Oh wait. Does Magnezone? I think Magnezone isn't affected by Sturdy. You have Sturdy though. I see. Electabuzz, and they're gone. Oh my god. I keep over preparing too much. Maybe I should be doing that because oh my god. Okay, that last death was kind of sad. And then you get Sturdy again. I see. Oh, and his defense is giga high now. Okay, I see what he's trying to do. Too bad it doesn't matter because you're just dead. That was not fair. Oh, but there you go. We got the Thunder Badge. Yippee. Good job, Swampert. Yeah, I got a whole other ground type and I never used them. But you know what? That doesn't matter because I obtained my third badge, which allows me to level up my Pokemon to 45. And seeing how easily I destroyed Lieutenant Surge, I didn't want to waste any more time. So I just immediately started leveling up so I could get my fourth badge. Except something fell off. Usually I just level up by fighting trainers that spawn around the map. They're really easy, and since some of them have multiple Pokemon, they give a really good chunk of XP. However, the moment I got my third badge, they started fighting back. Ooh, whoa, okay, it just instantly killed me. Take them. Okay. How are they faster than me? Dude. Oh, I lost so many Pokemon.
Miss.
How did I miss? Oh my god, I missed, so that's crazy. That is crazy. And yeah, because my Gyarados missed, I lost. I already wanted to bench Gyarados after that terrible performance. Still, for the time being, I kept them because I needed to lock in against these trainers. Now, while I'm leveling, I need to talk about something. I have not mentioned it yet, but we're actually getting really close to completing one of my goals. The reason I'm rushing through these gyms is that by the time I get to the 6th gym, my level cap should be high enough to be able to challenge one of the Pokemon I'm trying to go for. Also, I'm planning on catching a certain Pokemon beforehand that will help making catching the main Pokemon I'm going for a little easier. So I'm going to blitz through these gyms so I can set up my plan. Once I reached the level cap, I was finally able to evolve my Vibrava. Once I reached the level cap, I was finally able to evolve my Vibrava. I hate that name, bro. The bug into Flygon. And this time, I'll make sure I use them. Furthermore, like I say time and time again, with my Pokemon fairly leveled, it was time to face off against the Grass Gym. Hello. I'm ready to beat your ass. Alright, let's do it. Okay, Giga Drain, that's fine. No, I don't like that. Okay, well there goes her 2 full restores, but having my Arcanine poison is not. Oh, they're dead. They are just dead. Okay. Huh. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, that hurts. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm not doing anything. Okay, let me switch. I'm switching. Moonblast! And bang, comes back. Nice. Good damage. Okay, one more. 2 more? 1 more. I can't really tell. Okay, poison don't do nothing to me. Okay, I was just making sure. I think the Sidui is gonna have to die. Yeah, I think they're sadly gonna have to go. Then again, they're cooking like really hard right now. I got an idea. Check it. They're not gonna hit me with a grass type move. They hit me with a grass type move. Moonblast. Bruh. I think, yeah, this is do I just hit him with Phantom Force. Nice. So I can't get hit. Yep. Does nothing. And bang. Oh, 3 HP. Eevee, come on, Eevee. Let's get that dub. Easy dub, Eevee. Let's go. Let's go, Eevee. Let's go. That's the grass type gym now. Let's go. Rainbow badge. Rainbow badge. And now I'm at level 55. Ah, okay. With the grass gym obtained, my level cap is now 55. Except instead of instantly leveling up, it was time to initiate the plan. The first step to my plan is catching a Pokemon that will be excellent in catching other Pokemon. Now, what makes a Pokemon good at catching other Pokemon? The Pokemon has to be very good at applying status effects, that being either paralyzed or sleep, and they have to be able to learn false swipe, so they don't accidentally defeat the Pokemon while you're trying to catch it. With this criteria, it narrows the available Pokemon that can do that to a handful. However, I already knew what I wanted to go for. Heading to a Cherry Blossom biome where the Pokemon will spawn, I leveled up my Pokemon while waiting until they showed up. Oh, there they are. Level 1. Hey, I'll take it. I'll just throw a Ultra Ball, whatever. Should just catch it no matter what. Right? It's level 1, right? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I've been waiting forever for this Pokemon to spawn, bro. It would not spawn. Now that I caught our routes, it was time for the second step of my plan, which was to level up my routes to at least level 30, so I can evolve it into the Pokemon that I will be using. During my leveling, I found myself a level 70 Okidogi that I somehow was able to catch. I most likely won't use them, but I wanted to show them off anyways, since apparently they're one of the 3 legendary Pokemon known as the Loyal 3, the heroes of Kitakami. Oh, you are big. Let's go. Now that my routes is level 30, I evolved my routes into Curlia, and with a Dawnstone, I was prepared to evolve her into Gallade. Except there's one itty bitty issue. The routes I caught is a female, and in order to get a Gallade, they needed to be a dude. And when I realized this, it was already too late. So I stuffed them into a PC and slaughtered in Tapu Koko, because I am now back to step 1. Now, if you remember a couple minutes ago, I mentioned that it was a pain in the ass to get this Pokemon in the first place, and that still stays true. The percentage to find them in the respective biomes, those biomes being magical like Mushroom Islands and Dark Forest, or floral biomes like Cherry Groves and Flower Forest, are fairly low. They fluctuate depending on where exactly you are, but the chances are still ass. I decided to go to a Mushroom Island that I found where the chances were, just look for yourself. And of course, I did not find them there. So I moved back to a Cherry Grove where the chances went up a little bit. So, that was cool. Still didn't find them though. And after moving back and forth, I just said screw it. I prepared for the next gym and would deal with this problem later. All right, we're here. All right, let's do it. Oh, that hurt actually. Ow. It flinched. Oh, nice. Oh, dude, my Swamper's gonna die. Bro, are you kidding me? First admit, nah, I'm not taking that. First I flinched, then I missed. Nah, we're not doing that. Sorry, buddy. You better run that back, bruh. Thank you. Now hit it the second time. Thank you. Get out of here, bruh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's good damage. Oh, but I died of poison. Damn. Nice. Grunge. That's gonna hurt. That's fine. Flare Blitz. Flame Wheat. Oh. Ooh. Okay, Arcanine, you might have to die. Nah, I can take a hit. They can take a hit. No, I can't. Hey, Decidueye. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, it took so much. Why is Rapion so fast? He's so big. Toxic. Okay. Sludge Bomb. Oh, I'm dead. Bro, why are these Pokemon so fast? Jeez, that hurts. Dude, are you kidding me? Ah, Eevee. Let's go, Eevee. Quick attack. Venomoth. Come on, Eevee. Why are they so much faster? Okay. Good damage. Okay, quick attack. Just do as much damage as you can, Eevee. Even if you die, you did a great job. Even if you die, you did a fantastic job, Eevee. Your death will not come in vain. Because Tapu Koko's here. All right, Tapu. Let's do it. Yeah! Let's go. That's the soul badge. Nice. After a very close fight, I've obtained the soul badge and my level cap has increased. With my body loose and my brain less foggy after that victory, I decided to give it another go in trying to find a male route. Except this time I'll be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because once I defeated Koga, they told me that if I wanted to fight Sabrina, I would find her in the dark forest. And going back to routes to spawn location, with most locations having a rare chance of route spawning, there is one location they spawn commonly, that being a woodland mansion. And where do mansions spawn? In the dark forest. So you can see where I'm going with this. I gathered the materials to make the map and flew off towards Sabrina's gym, hoping that maybe I'll just find the mansion along the way. During my travels, I did find an elegant Japanese inspired village that had a temple with a lot of riches. So you can guess what I did to that temple. However, karma hit me very hard because not long afterwards, while trying to loot a Gimmighoul tower, I didn't land very well and proceeded to not only lose my stuff, but also my progress towards Sabrina's gym. After that hiccup, I did make it to Sabrina's gym, except with no sight of the mansion. Nevertheless, I kept trying, even switching directions and mode of transportation. Hours passed with no signs of a mansion, but by the grace of Arceus himself, I did eventually find one, and commenced looking for this male route, which still took me about an hour. However, my patience did pay off, because 1 spawned, as in like, one. During that hour. Oh, I found it, I found one. If it's female, I think I'm just done. It's male. It was male, so thank the Lord I never have to do this again. Now with the routes that I can use, it was time to level up again. Except I'll be honest, I was getting pretty bored just fighting trainers and spending a majority of the time in the manor. So I wanted to do something that was really stupid and that you shouldn't do. It involves a lot of honey that I bought and a lot of skull. But if you ever want to level up and don't want to fight trainers, I would recommend just buying the candies from the market. I'm doing this other thing for scientific reasons. I gathered obsidian and made an enchantment table. The problem was I didn't have any space in my house, so I decided it was time to remodel. There we go. Once the room was built, I put the enchantment table down and started working on getting a Silk Touch hoe. Because in order to get a Skulk block, you need Silk Touch, or else when you break it, you'll just get XP. I made a lot of gold hoes and enchanted them with a level 1 enchant so I can refresh the enchantment pool and eventually get Silk Touch. Yes. Once it showed up, another problem arose. I didn't have enough levels to get the enchantment yet. However, Cobbleverse has it to where whenever you level up your Pokemon, you get XP as well. So I guess it was back to fighting trainers. Yay. While I was looking back at the footage, I realized that while I was trying to get XP for myself, I wasn't leveling my routes as well, which I forgot for some reason. I don't know why. And after losing and losing and losing, I got enough XP to get my Silk Touch and began mining for Skulk, which finally can get me started with my plan, which was to cook. 1, 2. Hey, cool. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. That means you gotta wait. Oh wait, there you go. And then 28. Oh yeah, let me evolve you. There we go. And let's get a Gallade going. Now we got a Gallade! Yippee! Finally, after all this time, I got myself a Gallade. Now I know I only wrote 3 challenges, but I'm counting this as another because it took way too long to get this Pokemon. With a Gallade, I bought a whole lot of candies to level them up to 44. And to be honest, I wanted to get the show on the road. So I prepared myself for the fight against Sabrina. Although my Gallade is underleveled, I was confident in my team to be strong enough to carry this fight. Okay, we're gonna rely on Decidueye to carry. All right, let's do it.
A few moments later.
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Wait, check it. Big brain. I'm about to do the biggest brain play. Check it. Future sight. Okay. Well, that was a good... Okay, hold on. Alright, let's try that again. It shouldn't attack me now. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Nice. It's oh my god, my Eevee's dead. Nice. Let's go. Break it, Earthquake again. Nice. It doesn't know a fairy move. It does not know a fairy move. Let's go. Earthquake. Just spam the Earthquake. Let's go. Rapidash. Boom. No, don't have a... Oh, no. I'm dead. Goodbye. I'm alive. Kill him. Yeah. Let's go. All right, one more. Ooh, Alakazam. My Flygon's probably dead, but that's completely fine. All right, Swampert, go ahead and finish it off for us. That kind of hurt. Nice. Let's go. Good stuff. And now we have our Mars badge. Now, with my level cap at 65, my team now has a chance at challenging the Pokemon I'm after. But before that, there was a hard choice I needed to make. Although Eevee is the same level as the rest of my team, they are still very weak since I haven't evolved them. My favorite form of Eevee is the base version. I just think they're adorable. But after thinking about it and replaying the times my Eevee just didn't stand a chance, it wouldn't be fair for them if I gatekeep their evolution because of my favoritism. So, for the sake of my Eevee, I decided it was about time to evolve them. I increased their friendship by taking them out of their Pokeball and making them watch the fights as a spectator. Once their friendship was high enough, I was stuck between 2 evolutions that would fit my team, Sylveon or Umbreon. I couldn't decide what to pick, so I did the thing that made the most sense. Alright, cool. Doing Sylveon. Now, with the team exponentially stronger and with most of the prep done, we're now at the final stretch. With a gas tier Ender Pearl and Blaze Powder that I bought from the store, combined with some glass, I made myself an End Crystal. Combining the End Crystal with the Redstone, Gold, and Iron made me the Arc Phone, a device to track down legendary Pokemon. Now, in order for the phone to work as magic, I needed to collect Darkstone shards, which you can get by defeating any Dragon type. Problem is, Dragon types are a pretty rare find. However, there is a strategy you can do that can spawn multiple Dragon types and spawn them constantly. I used the Arc Phone to look for Turnback Cave, a temple underground that you can use to summon Giratina. But I'm not here for that. I'm here for something else. Around the temple, you can find spawners that spawn a variety of Pokemon. Although at first it looks like the spawners spawn random Pokemon, you can actually determine what Pokemon will spawn beforehand by looking at the blocks around the spawner. For example, if there's coin sacks around the spawner, Gimmigholes will spawn. If there's purple and yellow blocks, Drifloons will spawn, and you can see the bigger picture. What I needed to find was a spawner with oxidized copper bulbs around it, because those spawn Dreepy, Draclo, and Dragapult, all Dragon-type Pokemon. Once I did find the spawner, I got to work in collecting these shards, and once I had enough, I combined the shards to make the Darkstone, and installed it into the Arc Phone, which changed the direction towards Dragon Spiral Tower, where I will find and fight the Pokemon I'm after. Now, before I headed out, I also need an electric gem, so I grabbed it from my chest, ordered everything I got from the temple, and made a whole lot of Pokeballs to be extra sure I'll have enough. But something didn't feel right. Although my Pokemon will be higher level than the legendary and have a lot of Pokeballs ready, my heartbeat started to race, my fingers started to tremble, and my stomach started to tighten. I couldn't understand why. I mean, I'm prepared, aren't I? So why do I feel like this? Maybe because I barely started my journey and I'm already at this point? Do I feel excited? No, I don't think I feel like that. I couldn't really pinpoint what was happening with me, but the task is simple. All I have to do is just catch the Pokemon. All I have to do is just catch the Pokemon. Oof. Yeah, it hurts a lot. Okay, I got an idea. Yeah. Hyper voice. That's completely fine. I literally need... I'm probably gonna have to... Okay, there's the crit. I'm just gonna amnesia now. And I need to pray that he kills Swampert. Because I actually need Swampert to die. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now Swampert's dead. I switch to Gallade. Come on, I need just the one attack. There you go. And then Hypnosis. Come on, please land. Let's go. Okay. Now I just need to false swipe it. Just false swipe it. There we go. Okay. And then I just need to chuck Ultra Balls. What turn are we at? Turn 8? Okay. For now, I'll just keep chucking Ultra Balls till turn 10. Turn 10 is when I'll start using my Turn Balls. Don't wake up. No! Okay. It's at 1, though. It's at 1 HP, but... I'm scared. Okay, now it's at 6%. What turn are we at? Turn 9. Okay. Damn. That was a crit? Huh. Okay, now we're at turn 13. Oh, this is turn 13. Okay, strong moves. Alright. 9%. Oh, dang. Thunderbolt. Oof, that hurt. Literally just gonna have to keep chucking balls and just pray one of them land. Dang. Man, come on. I guess I'm gonna be careful because if it runs out of moves, it will just die. So I gotta be careful. I'll probably give it like, it's turn 15, so it should still have a lot more moves still. Let's go! We got ZEKROM! You have no idea how stressed I was the entire time, dude. And just like that, we have obtained ZEKROM and captured one of the 2 legendary Pokemon we need to go for. I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd catch him the first time around. I assumed I was most likely going to mess up. Huge props to my Swampert for taking one for the team, my Gallade for putting ZEKROM on 1 HP, and my Sylveon who tanked everything the ZEKROM threw at them. I couldn't have done it without them. Now with ZEKROM in the team, all that's remaining are my badges and the final legendary Pokemon. But that won't be until the very end. Literally. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. The next part should hopefully be the finale, so I hope I don't take as long as I took with this video. Again, thank you so much for giving me your time, and I hope to see you in the next one.